What if your next home could fit in a single parking space, cost less than a Tesla, and still sleep 4 people? Hyundai just built exactly that, and it might be the smartest small camper on the planet right now. This is the Porest, Hyundai's first ever factory-built motorhome, not a concept, not a one-off. It's already on sale, and reported pricing starts around $41,000, climbing towards $70,000 for the fully loaded 4-person version. For a factory RV packed with this much tech, that number alone has people talking, but here's the number that actually matters: 31 inches. Stick around, because that's how much extra room this camper gains at the push of a single button, and it changes everything about what a small camper van can be. Let's start with what this thing is actually built on. The Porest rides on the Hyundai Porter 2, a cab-over mini truck that's basically the backbone of small commercial hauling across South Korea. Cab-over simply means the driver sits directly above the front axle, and that one design choice is exactly why Hyundai could squeeze this much living space out of such a short vehicle. Under the seat sits a 2.5-liter turbo diesel, making around 133 horsepower, paired with a 5-speed automatic sending power to the rear wheels. Nobody's buying this for the 0 to 60 time, but strong, low-end diesel torque means it can haul a fully loaded camper body without breaking a sweat. Even the name is a clue to the whole idea. Porter plus rest equals Porest, a hard-working truck chassis re-engineered into a place to actually relax. At roughly 18.5 feet long and just over 9.5 feet tall, the Porest is barely longer than a full-size sedan, yet tall enough to stand up straight inside. Up front, it still wears the familiar Porter face, but look closer and you'll spot a windshield-mounted camera enabling lane departure and collision warnings. Safety tech you'd never expect on a bare-bones commercial chassis. Extended side mirrors handle visibility around the wider camper body, and the staggered wheel setup, bigger up front, dual wheels out back, is a classic small truck trick to keep the rear floor low for easier loading. Around back, there's a genuinely clever utility layout: a cassette toilet you can empty from the outside without ever stepping inside, an exterior shower for rinsing off muddy boots or a dog after a hike, and onboard fresh and gray water tanks holding just under 16 gallons each, enough for a few solid days off-grid. Up top, a manual awning and roof-mounted solar option round out the self-sufficient setup. Now here's the feature that makes this camper actually worth talking about. While you're driving, the Porest looks like any other compact van. Flush rear wall, tight footprint, easy to park. But once you're camped and settled, the entire rear wall slides outward roughly 31 inches at the push of a button. That's nearly 3 extra feet of interior length appearing out of nowhere. For safety, you have to hold the switch down through the full 20 to 30 second cycle, so there's zero chance of it deploying by accident on the highway. It's the kind of engineering that makes a tiny van feel like a full-size camper the second you stop moving. Small on the road, big at the campsite. Would you actually trust a mechanism like that every single trip, or does a moving wall make you a little nervous? Tell me in the comments. Step inside and the space-saving tricks keep coming. Above the cab, there's no fixed bunk bed. Instead, a full-size mattress drops down electrically from the ceiling at the touch of a button. Someone over 6 feet tall can lie down comfortably up there, with side windows for airflow and a small reading light overhead. Behind that, the dinette pulls double duty. The original truck bench seats swivel inward, and the center table drops down to convert the whole area into a second sleeping layout. The kitchen is compact but genuinely usable: a stainless counter with a fold-flat sink lid for extra prep space, a built-in microwave instead of a gas cooktop, and a fridge-freezer combo large enough to stock groceries for days. The kind of capacity you'd expect in a camper twice this size. Right across the aisle is a full wet bath with the toilet, sink, and shower sharing one waterproof compartment, and a fold-down sink that tucks flush against the wall when you need the shower space instead, and when that rear wall slides out, that's where the real bedroom shows up. A proper double bed, running the width of the van, windows on both sides for cross breeze, and a view out the back the moment you wake up. Would you actually give up a real stovetop for that much extra space, or is that a deal breaker for you? Let me know below. So does the Porest actually change what a small camper van can be? For roughly the price of a midsize SUV, you're getting a home that sleeps up to 4, runs off-grid for days, and grows an entire extra room without adding a single inch on the road. If you want to see more clever feature-packed campers like this before they hit the mainstream, subscribe, because this is exactly the kind of vehicle we break down every week. And tell me in the comments, would you actually take a trip in this thing, or does the Porest just look better on paper than it would in real life?